Well, I hope all you bitches look good in red, because the SAFE Act just passed the House, and that makes us all one step closer to living out The Handmaid's Tale. Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. Please look at this. 96% of voters are US citizens. 0.04% were non-citizens. And for that microscopic fraction, the House passed the SAVE Act. Now, if you don't know what the SAVE Act is, buckle up, buttercup. The SAVE Act requires documentary proof of citizenship, like a birth certificate or a passport, when you're registering to vote. Not just your ID. They want original documentation. Now, for starters, a vast majority of Americans don't have a passport. But here's where this shit gets very Handmaid's Tale coded. Birth certificates don't change when you get married, but for a majority of women, your last name does. Around 69 million American women don't have a birth certificate that matches their current legal name. So now imagine this. You show up to register to vote. Now your birth certificate says Sarah Miller, but you got married 3 years ago, so your driver's license says Sarah Johnson. Now some underfunded election worker has to decide whether that's valid enough. In Kansas, when they tried a similar proof of citizenship law, it blocked 12% of applicants, and they were all overwhelmingly eligible citizens. Meanwhile, non-citizens voting is already illegal. It's already prosecuted. And our government's own data shows that this almost never happens. So what are we actually solving? Because non-citizen voting is statistically rare, but adding unnecessary paperwork, that absolutely lowers voter turnout. This isn't about voter fraud. This is about adding obstacles in the way. And we all see the political climate right now. Not only that, but the midterms are coming up. So if you make voting harder, fewer people vote. And you don't have to be a genius to see how that benefits the people who are already in power, aka corrupt politicians on both sides of the aisle. I'm not saying tomorrow we're gonna wake up in Gilead, but what I am saying is when the government starts tying your political rights to documentation that disproportionately complicates women's participation in voting, documentation that makes it harder for a vast majority of Americans to vote, you pay attention to that shit.